Hello everyone, this morning we're coming to you from the Sydney Cricket Ground. You join us for this test match between Australia and India. I'm Mike Atherton, and alongside me today is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy and the dashing David Gower.
Thanks, Athers. We're almost ready to get underway. Earlier, I took a look at the conditions for the day, and the pitch just looks beautiful. Really well set up. It's a marginal call either way, but I'd be throwing the ball to my bowlers. Something that shouldn't cause any problems is the weather. Absolutely stunning out there. Perfect for cricket, not a cloud in the sky, and no threat of rain anytime soon.
Fantastic breakdown, David, thanks. We're going down to the middle now. The captains are ready for the toss.
They'll have a bat. Well, I didn't see that coming. Must have a lot of faith in the batting lineup. Personally, I would have thrown the ball to my bowlers to start off with.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Welcome to this match between India and Australia. Please make the teams feel welcome as they walk out onto the field.
Players look ready. The umpires are in position for the first ball. The bowlers will want to focus on their line and lengths and let the ball do the rest.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Warner shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yes! Nice shot. Runs possible. There'll be one run here for them.
Australia get underway, easy as you like, with a single.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
That's the over. Australia are 1 for none. Going with pace now.
The captain is going with the medium pacer.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Nice solid defensive shot.
A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Yes!
Nearly got through them. Just got onto it in time with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Had to pull off the big dive to save some certain runs. Did it very well, did the keeper.
That sees the completion of the over. A good one too. Not many opportunities to score.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through. No interest on that occasion to play at the ball.
Yep. Great shot. At least one on offer.
That shot sees them get their innings started.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Yes! Really good shot there.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on. Drives and misses everything. Not a great delivery as it goes down to the boundary. That'll go into the books as extras.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Solid defence, very compact.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Great shot through the gap.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Misses everything.
Just threw the shot too early. No interest in that one from the batter. Hazelwood will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
End of the over. 4 runs coming from it. India are 4 for none.
No!
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Exquisitely done on the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Flew away with pace, brilliant timing.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yep.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Chance! Huge nick, but no one to catch it.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get 4.
10 runs added in that over. India are 14 for none. Beaten on the drive.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close, though. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running. Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
No shot offered.
A well-directed short ball, but sways out of the way. What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
Start from the Paddington end. Oh, that looked nasty.
Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Into the gap, nice shot.
Ball's in.
A couple on offer here.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yep. No!
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field. Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
6 runs added in the over. India are 26 for none.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
It was in the gap, pretty much all the way along the ground to the boundary rope. Off to a good start now.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Oh, there you go, a no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
An effort ball and called on the front foot. At least they've got an extra ball to go for the wicket. Nicked it. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Well, I can't. Maybe.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game and will want to show everyone their strength.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Straight to the fielder.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Wait there. Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
End of the over. 9 off it. India are 35 for 1.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Good precision with that throw back from the deep. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running. Stark with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive but messed everything up.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Beautifully played through the leg side off the back foot.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing, out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Middle that one, great timing.
Yep.
That is a textbook on drive. Sees the ball just drift and times it well as it races to the boundary.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Catch it.
Great shot.
Yep.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing, lovely front foot shot. That has raced to the boundary.
पटाई स्केल राहुल
Yep. No.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Yep.
Edged it. Confident appeal. Could it be? Caught, and that's stuck.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Finds the edge. Huge appeal. And again, see you later, 2 wickets on the trot.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. They'll get at least 1.
And with that, they're off the mark. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
4 runs added there. India are 57 for 3.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
No.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
Decisive running might have got them 2.
No
Looking
run.
back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yep. Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Yep.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Good return, back from the deep.
Wow, that's missed a lot. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
No!
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Yep, yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary. The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building.
Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield. There's trouble here.
Oh, that would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Waiting. Wait.
A lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one this over.
Edged. Loud appeal. And safely taken by the keeper.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The right-handed batsman is coming in at number 6 for India.
End of the over. A wicket to show for it and nothing added to the scoreboard. India are 71 for 4. Cummins coming into the attack from the Paddington end.
Bowling.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
Yeah, yeah.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yep.
Great shot.
Got it well enough to get it away to the boundary, a poor delivery and a fine shot in the end.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Good throw from the deep, on target. Really, really good running from these two batters. Played it safe though, stick with 3.
Drives and misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot, went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Big appeal. Could well have been missing the stumps. Certainly wouldn't be the worst review.
Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. How close is that? Could be the wicket. Nothing wrong with the impact. Would it hit the wickets, though? We won't be seeing a change of decision, just as we suspected, and they have to go now. Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
It wasn't a great decision to start with. Not surprised to see the umpire's decision stand.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Wait!
Can't get that outside the ring field. This is everything.
Bowling.
3 added in that over. India at 86 for 5.
Yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two were quick enough to avoid the run-out in the end.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Yep.
Got their weight forward, their head was right, and punched nicely through the ball.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Cummins shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Bowling.
It looked like a pretty good delivery, to be honest. The umpire's given it as a wide.
Bow.
Well, that's a bit harsh, perhaps. I felt that it wasn't that wide.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Saw it early and went for it. Muscled it to the boundary rather than timed it.
Misjudged that. He takes a hit on the body.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yep.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. Beaten on the drive.
Forward.
Hazelwood with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit, maybe. But couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot. A couple on offer here.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
End of the over. India are 113 for 5.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play. Well, that was just an awesome delivery. Whiz past the batsman. The umpire says that's the first of 2.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Short every day.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Yep.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Cummins is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be to go back to your stock delivery and move on from there.
Yep.
Time that perfectly.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the Randwick end.
Green with a superb delivery. Got them coming forward looking to drive, but can't manage to catch the edge.
Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
To drive.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Yep. No.
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be. Just need to settle down. The ball is there to hit. They're trying too hard, I think, to really smash it, rather than just time it. Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Yep. No.
They've made it home, but there should never have been the chance of the run out in the first place.
That's the over. India are 130 for 5. Cummins from the Paddington end.
Yep. No.
straight to the fielder.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put. Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Yep.
Well placed, should get a single.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these two.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team. A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong, and it's going to take something special to break it up. Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Power and precision in that shot.
Yep.
Just strayed a little bit to the leg side, and that's been thrashed away through the onside.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on. Timed that brilliantly.
Yep.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there, down the ground.
It's been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. Runs coming very easily. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4. Pulled in off the boundary rope. Good fielding out there. A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers.
Wait there. Wait.
Huge edge. This should be close.
Well, there was a split second to decide which end to throw to. In the end, it was a poor choice. Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Bowl chops it back onto the stumps. You can see the disappointment.
After all that effort, they just couldn't manage to go onto the 100. They'll feel like they've missed out here.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Finds the edge. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. Gone, another one goes. 2 wickets and 2 balls, and they're on a roll now.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
End of the over, 2 runs added. India are 147 for 7. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep. No, no, no.
Comfortable single if they take it.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yep. Yep.
they'll get at least one.
No!
There'll be one run here for them.
There was absolutely a second on then, being a little bit too risk-averse out in the middle. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Cummins ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket.
Wait on!
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Just threw the shot too early.
Wait there! Yep. No!
A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper. No interest in that one from the batter. Green will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time. A well-directed short ball sways out of the way.
A miserly over is completed, just one off it. Lyon has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie down one end. Runs have been flowing a little too easily.
This batter really is the key now, picking up the boundaries when they need them, just the sort of thing the team needs.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
That's it!
That is a gorgeous shot, straight through the covers.
And that brings up 50 runs for this batsman.
Top-class innings, been playing very nicely out there, and that brings up the half-century.
Yep. Over!
Exquisitely done on the front foot, a gorgeous-looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
Keeper!
Decisive running might have got them to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Catch!
That's mistimed. It's gone high. Should be gone. Out.
Yeah!
Pretty straightforward catch in the end.
They've played the most brilliant innings here, which could well have turned this match around. It's certainly entertained this crowd, who's loved every minute of it.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Great shot.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing, out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Nice shot, runs possible. Out! Good catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Yeah, yeah.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Bowler.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running. Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
Quick onto that in the infield.
It was a nice-looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
9 runs added in that over. India are 174 for 9. Edged, unplayable. Caught, one of the easiest catches you'll see. That total just means the bowlers have really got to be on their game. Feels a really below par score.
Yes.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Warner gets off the mark. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through.
Great shot through the gap.
Good return, back from the deep. And they're away and nicely off the mark.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Yeah!
Massive edge. Yes, well taken in the slips.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going. A bit lucky, that's just sailed through to the keeper.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Edged. Strong appeal. Out. Simple catch, and the keeper makes no mistake.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock. Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Over. India are 11 for 2.
Yep. No!
Chance!
It was a good comeback after that boundary last ball.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Bowler's end. Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Will get to the
You
boundary.
can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Misses everything.
Out.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
End of the over. 13 runs coming from it. India are 24 for 2. Beaten on the drive.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Drives and misses everything.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving, played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Sounded good the moment it hit the bat.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Nicked it. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. Super catch.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
Edged it. Confident appeal. Could it be?
It's another wicket, the 4th now. Sometimes you've just got to accept that you couldn't do anything about a delivery.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play. A lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one in this over. Stark with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Yep. Bowler.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. End of the over. 3 off it. India are 35 for 4. still searching for what would be a thoroughly deserved fiver. They bowled brilliantly in this innings. Let's see if they can get the ball. Ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Well, that was just an awesome delivery. Whiz past the batsman. The umpire says that's the first of two. Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Right off the middle of the bat.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Bowling.
Gone! Yeah! Excellent catch, close to the bat.
The batting team are now on 39 for 5.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Yeah!
Straight to the fielder.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
That really was an impressive shot. Good timing and driven through the covers.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Drilled it. No chance there for the fielders.
This could be out.
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close, though.
Big shout. Gone. What a catch. Diving across. Looked for all money as if it was going through. It was an average sort of an innings we saw from them. You know just how rare it is, though, to see a batter of this calibre miss out twice.
Not a great delivery. Got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Big appeal.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
For 7, the new batsman heading out to the crease at number 9 for India.
Bowling.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot, couldn't find a gap.
End of the over. India are 52 for 7. Couldn't get it through the field. There's a run here, surely.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple. A couple on offer here.
Bowling.
Super shot.
It was just a little bit too full and it was beautifully timed.
Start shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. Got that away nicely.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap, timed it nicely for 4 more.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear. They'll get at least one.
Ball's end.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
End of the over. 11 runs coming from it. India are 63 for 7.
Catch.
Nicely played.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease, just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shots. Just need to settle down. The timing's all off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Just got to keep a cool head. Oh, well, that's a tight call. Didn't look to be that wide.
In the air. Looks to be landing safely.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Hazelwood with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Amazing delivery. That's just outrageous.
They've looked threatening, but can't go on with the job. They'll be annoyed with themselves having gotten out after a start.
For 8, the right-handed batsman is coming in at number 10 for India.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
From the moment the openers walked onto the ground, you felt they knew it was their day. A huge win and fully deserved.